stage.
Yeah, keep in mind there are some special rules for the group draw as the teams get drawn to be placed into the first valid group. Let's talk about the rules. Number 1, no 2 teams from a single region can play in the same group. And rule number 2, each group must have exactly 1 team from Pool 1, 2 teams from Pool 2, and their final spot in that group will qualify from the play-in stage.
All right, there you have it. First are the Pool 1 seeds, who are the regions that advance to the knockout stage of MSI.
And they are KT Rolster from South Korea, FNATIC from Europe, Flash Wolves from the LMS, and Royal Never Give Up from China's LPL.
All right, Flame, one more time, please. Let's start the group draw. The first team out of Pool 1 is Flash Wolves of the LMS, heading to Group A.
Despite losing some of the most iconic members of the team at the beginning of the year, Flash Wolves won their 6th LMS championship in a row without racking up a single loss. High-tempo early games and rapid rotations earned Betty, Swordart, and Maple another consecutive Worlds appearance as the hopes of the LMS region rest on their shoulders.
Okay, Flame, let's find out who's headlining Group B. And our second Pool 1 team defending MSI champions, Royal Never Give Up.
After 6 consecutive domestic finals appearances, Royal Never Give Up enters this tournament with 2 championships, 2 international titles, and looking to complete their golden road through Worlds to obtain the Triple Crown.
A scary group as many consider them to be the pre-tournament favorite, but moving right along in Pool 1, Flame, let's see our third team. Our third team and topping Group C is KT Rolster of the LCK.
KT Rolster enter the World Championship after banishing the cloud looming over the Super Team's creation. By winning the 2018 LCK Summer Split, KT Rolster welcomes back the likes of Deft, Smeb, and Mata to the world stage. With all doubt discarded, KT have their sights set on taking the title on home soil.
Okay, Flame, please draw our final team. The last Pool 1 team topping Group D is going to be FNATIC from Europe.
After winning their 7th EU LCS title, the EU Titans FNATIC have their eyes set on international success and improving on last year's quarterfinal. Superstar AD carry Reckless is back on form, and alongside the summer MVP Caps, he is the carry power FNATIC need to get to the top. This roster has dominated the region in 2018, and with the EU powerhouse looking to repeat the successes of their past, FNATIC is a team to watch at the World Championship.
The Pool 1 teams have been placed. Next is our last draw for today, the Pool 2 teams.
Pool 2 contains the remaining teams going to Worlds. Now recall that Phung Vu Buffalo from Vietnam are seeding directly into Pool 2 based on region mates EVOS advancing to the MSI group stage this year.
Without further ado, Flame, let's please start the Pool 2 draw. It looks like it will be AFREECA FREECS of the LCK slotting into Group A.
Blasting onto the world stage is LCK's second seed. The AFREECA FREECS finally earned their spot on the world stage after fine-tuning a roster of explosive individuals. Whether it's through their superstar top laner Keen or Kramer in the bot lane, the Freaks are poised to make a splash on the international stage with their carry-heavy lineups.
Okay, Flame, please pull our second Pool 2 team. And drawn. Defending world champions Gen.G, former Samsung Galaxy, slot in a Group B.
Despite their 5th place finish in the LCK Summer Playoffs, defending champions Gen.G, formerly Samsung Galaxy, made their way through the Korean Gauntlet to step onto the world stage. In a run eerily reminiscent of their 2017 Gauntlet run, Gen.G knocked out favorites after favorites. abolishing the world's dreams of SK Telecom, Griffin, and finally Kingzone Dragon X to secure Korea's third seed at Worlds, with no intent of giving up their title as world champions.
Group B looking quite scary after that pick. Flame, let's see our third team. And it will be Mad Team of the LMS heading to Group C with KT Rolster.
Mad Team earned their spot at Worlds as the #2 seed from the LMS. Marked by their continued growth and high-paced jungling from Kong Yu, Coach Green Tea expects the team's constant improvement to be a huge strength on the international stage.
Okay, Flame, our fourth team, please. And that is 100 Thieves from North America, slotting into Group D.
In their first year of existence, 100 Thieves bursted onto the scene with enough swagger to earn themselves North America's #2 seed. Led by all-stars Someday and Afromoo, 100 Thieves aim to stretch teams across the map and pull off the greatest heist, no matter the cost.
We've got 4 teams left to go. Flame, please do the honors. And slotting into Group A is Fongbu Buffalo.
With familiar faces from Young Generation, Naul and Big Koro win another VCS championship with the help of star top laner Zeros. Fongbu Buffalo represent Vietnam hungry to prove they're a threat with eyes locked on a deep Worlds run.
Okay, please pull our next team, Flame. And that is Team Vitality out of the EU LCS. And they are going to go into Group B.
This year, the rookies Attila, Jack Troll, and Jizuke made their entrance to the EU LCS. And what a season it's been for them. Alongside the veterans of Kikis and Cabochard, they have led Vitality to their first ever World Championship, looking to make a name for themselves on the international stage. While the newcomers come in as underdogs, they have continuously defied expectations in the EU LCS, and their explosive playstyle is a powerful weapon at the World Championship.
IG and Team Liquid remain. Flame, let's see our next team. And it looks like it will be Team Liquid of the North American LCS heading to Group C.
From forever fourth to fourth team in NALCS history to earn back-to-back championships. Team Liquid's big bets in the offseason of 2017 translated to earning their first World's berth in the team's history. The #1 seed uses its star-studded roster to play around NALCS MVP Doublelift in the bot lane, whose team aims to achieve a historical run for North America.
Okay, Flame, our final team, please. Of course, no suspense needed. Invictus Gaming, the Chinese LPL finalist, will slot into Group D.
After a dominant 18-1 regular split, Invictus Gaming enters the tournament with back-to-back spring and summer MVP rookie and the lane kingdom of the LPL, looking once again to crush on an international stage.
And that will conclude the group draw, or at least what we can do of it, because the play-in teams will qualify into these last spots for each of these groups. These teams begin their competition on October 10th at 1 a.m. Pacific or 10 a.m. CEST. Freak, once again, initial thoughts here, taking a look at these groups.
Initial thoughts. North America got some very lucky draws, obviously. Mad Team, we don't expect to do very well, so Team Liquid can feel very happy. Of course, keep in mind we expect Edward Gaming to slot into either Group A or Group C here, so 50-50 on that one. Flash Wolves look very good as well. They got to draw the lucky end of getting Fungu Buffalo on their side. FNATIC also I think looks very good for them. 100 Thieves, one of the easier teams they could have drawn. IG will be difficult, of course, but I'm expecting that to be exciting. What I'm most looking forward to is that RNG Gen.G matchup. Vitality, I am sorry, but that fight is going to be hype.
I cannot believe that the MSI champions and the defending world champions ended up in the same group. I feel sorry for Vitality for having to stack up against them. Of course, it is the world championship and anything can happen.
And it means they cannot meet into the finals, which means that if you're going to have that final, they cannot be anywhere else but on the other side of the bracket.
Give it to me. I know it's a long way off, but I would love it. That can't kick off, though, until we know our Pool 3 teams from the play-in. So here, once again, a reminder of how that one played out.
Yep, and once again, I want to remind you that Turkey had upset very, very well last year. They managed to do better than J-Team in the previous, Hong Kong Attitude in the previous year. And so they could maybe get an upset over G2. Gambit Esports over in Group D, that second seed, another team I'm looking at because they had the unlucky honor of having to place Flash Wolves in the play-in. And now they get a chance at getting some revenge against the LMS as they've got that team in their group. So it could be very easily Gambit topping that one.
Kaboom, no stranger to upsets either. Now that stage kicks off next week on October 1st at 1 a.m. Pacific or 10 a.m. CEST.
Very exciting things right here. Worlds is about to begin, and it looks incredibly hype.
Very much so. The sleep schedules have been swapped. The casters have done their research. Thank you very much, Flame, for joining us today and helping us with the World's Draw Show. To break down these groups, though, it's time for us to hand it off to Jack, Kobe, and Azale for a live edition of The Dive.